As I'm watching the sun go down, I know the one question on everybody's mind: what are the sanctions against Russia? Now, this is a huge deal and it's not. And so let me explain. First off, what are sanctions? Absolutely nothing if you've already invaded another country. But to humor you, sanctions are basically like a nation or a group of nations shaming and or retracting deals from another nation regarding resources. So today, as the sun's setting, I hope you have an awesome view like I do, and I want to tell you about the sanctions that Biden has implemented in Russia. So far, Biden has cut off deals with the two largest banks in Russia. So what does that mean? It's basically saying, no, it's not that these banks can't work as banks. It's saying that, hey, we're not going to help you with loans. Okay? And this is all from CBS, by the way. So another sanction that Biden did is an $11 billion pipeline deal. This cuts off gas coming from the nation. And while some of these are great sanctions, it would greatly heavily impact a nation, these haven't worked. And the reason why these haven't worked is because, well, Putin isn't an idiot. Years ago, whenever he started to plan the invasion of the Ukraine, he probably took this into an account. Now, for everyone asking, well, why have the sanctions not gone deeper? Well, there's a great reason. The reason for that is, if we did put higher sanctions onto Russia, it would kind of inadvertently pull us into war with Russia through the Ukraine, and then China would get involved. And if that were to happen, everybody would be involved, causing a World War III. However, I think that's going to happen regardless. Let me tell you why. Putin is going to take over Ukraine. Gonna happen. But it's what he's going to do next that's really going to make a deal. Why else would he want the land? He's going to take up more and more and more land. Well, what's after Ukraine? Europe. He will eventually invade Europe. So, in my honest opinion, it's a matter of time before this happens anyway. It's a matter of time before World War III happens. And so, honest to God, here's my advice. Save your money. Savor these days that you do have. We're seeing this spark of potentially and probably a world war happening overseas, and we get today. Look at these assholes. You can't see them down here, but they're just happy playing volleyball, watching the sunset in front of $20 million homes. We take for granted every day. Look at these people just biking. Look at these people just running. People in the Ukraine can't fucking do this. Their entire homes are getting wrecked and people are getting slaughtered, and it's all for power. It's all for the sake of power. Savor the days that you do have. I'm this way. Every day since birth is a blessing. Like, you had to fight to be alive, and you had to fight for everything that you have to this day, no matter what it is. But please do us all a favor and stop whining about your shit. Please stop complaining about how bad you might have it, because people are literally dying in their own homes and in their hometowns, in their own backyards. So many great people have fought and died to protect the rights that this nation stands for. And they did this all for the dream that one day the people that would grow up in this nation would be totally free to choose their jobs, free to choose their lives and their religions and their spouses and where they live and the cars they drive and what gets produced and what gets voted on, and what happens to the world, what happens to their world and their body. So you want my advice? Be free and live free. Live like your life has a meaning, because it does. Don't slack on anything. If you're going to do something, do it, but have fun. Those guys are. Peace on earth. Checking up on the flowers today. This is Aquafina. Not doing too hot. We still have the bubbles. We have Dasani here. Looks like it's doing okay. Smart Water's looking good. I was out of hydrangeas, but the flowers are still looking good. Over here we have Avion. Flowers are looking really good too. No bubbles. Over here we have Arrowhead. Hydrangeas looking nice and full. This is Fiji here. No bubbles. Hydrangeas are looking well, not quite as perky as the Arrowhead, but it's alright. Let's move over to Crystal Geyser. This is Crystal Geyser, no bubbles. Hydrangea's looking the best in this one. Hydrangea is looking the best. This is Eternal, no bubbles. Hydrangea's looking beautiful. Flowers are good. They should bloom in about 3 days, so about Friday. But it seems, so far, the best is Crystal Geyser, and this is Wednesday, so this is day 3.